Hi guys, my name's Jesse. I'm the Director of Life Sciences at Science Spectrum Science Museum in Lubbock, Texas. And what do we do here? A lot of you guys have been here if you're a Lubbock resident, but if you're from the surrounding areas, you may not know who we are. We have a huge animal collection, everything from marine life to reptiles to invertebrates, lots and lots of different things to see. Many on display, but even more off display. We have a lot of animals that we use for educational programs, both on-site and off-site, birthday parties, things like that. We're also involved in breeding programs where we work with other zoos and other facilities. And that's why we're here today for Endangered Species Awareness Day. So many people might ask, why do I care about endangered species? Why do I care about threatened species? How does that affect my life, especially these days when life is more difficult, extremely expensive? Why do I care about everything else? Because a great way to look at it is Earth is one big machine, one giant machine that relies on all the parts. If you take an air cleaner off a vehicle, it's still going to run, but it's not going to run great. Start pulling spark plugs out, you've got a much different problem. It's the same way with the environment. We are here to educate people about these animals, and we tend to protect the things that we love, like our dogs and our cats at home. Well, some of our animals, like our American alligators and our snakes, they're exactly the same idea. All right, this is one of our American alligators. We have 4 of these here at Science Spectrum. They're not currently on display, but that's something that we're working on. These were surrendered from somebody that had them illegally. A lot of the animals we have here are what we like to call in the zoo world, in the museum and aquarium world, we like to call them ambassador animals because they are representatives of their species that we can bring to you up close and personal, and you can learn a little bit about them. By the late 1960s, these animals were hunted almost to the point of extinction. But because people cared about these animals and loved these animals, they now exist in the millions in the wild in states like Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and in parts of Texas. All that was accomplished because of captive breeding programs and reintroduction into the wild. Because human beings cared, we brought these animals back. These are the model success story for endangered species breeding programs. So come on out and visit Science Spectrum. Come see all of our animals. We have lots of programs, lots of things for you to see, over 250 interactive displays. And if you're a Lubbock resident, keep coming back. Part of the reason I came out here to the great state of Texas from Florida is to help rebuild Science Spectrum's animal department. We're starting new breeding programs. We have new displays coming up. In June, we have a new seahorse display coming, a new oceanic display, and lots of other things in the future. So keep coming out and visiting us. You'll be glad you did.